Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Eric here. I'm one of the education specialists for Easton Bank's Learning and Life Center, and thank you for coming back for another video. If you are new to our channel, thank you for coming. Make sure that you subscribe, like this video, comment, share this video, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified when we drop new videos. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much. Now let's get into today's video. Okay, so in these buckets we have soil that we collected from our raised beds. We probably will do like a quick overview video on our channel or on our TikTok to show you the process of how we collected this soil. We collected it again from our rows, not our raised beds, our rows, the 6 rows we have by the wind tunnel, and we dug out trenches to, one, save on watering time, and two, to elevate, to give it like the in-ground beds like an elevation. So we did that, and that is how we collected this soil here. I was gonna add it to our compost, but I was like, okay, we already have our raised beds started, and why not add this soil to here so that when we get our compost delivered.
When I say we're getting compost delivered, it's soil compost that will be delivered from the company Soil 3. They use, it's like a humus compost, and we're just going to put that on top of the compost that we're making in our garden. Just wanted to make note of that. Now let's get back into the video.
We won't have to add too much to this raised bed. So if you have not already done so, make sure that you watch the previous video where we discussed Hugelkultur, what that is, and how you can do it at home to help you save money and to help you save resources. Make sure you watch that video before viewing this video. So right now, all we're gonna do is add on top this garden soil that we collected from our garden, natural soil or whatever you want to call it, and we're just gonna add it on top of our branches and logs that we placed in here. What I am gonna do is just break down some of these twigs because they're poking up, and I don't want them to poke up because they will like kind of stab the plants that we eventually place in here, which will be tomatoes, since this is our tomato patch. I mean, not tomatoes, strawberries. This will be our strawberry patch. So I'm just gonna bend down these twigs. All right, that should be good.
So right now, for the next few seconds, I am just making sure that the soil that we just placed in this bed is leveled. And you notice how we're almost at the top of the bed. Like once we put in our compost that we're making in garden, and after we add in the compost that we're going to be purchasing, it will eventually get to the top. Keep in mind that over time, as all of that organic material is breaking down underneath our final level of compost, this whole bed is going to shrink, and we're going to have to add in more organic materials over time. So just keep that in mind when you're using this Hugelkultur method, your bed is going to shrink because all of that organic material that you're putting in, the twigs, the logs, grass clippings, compost, kitchen scraps, all that is going to break down, and all those nutrients are going to be taken up by your plants. And so over time, you will have to replenish your bed with more organic material and compost.
Today, and the students flipped it. And in about another 2 weeks, don't we have 2 weeks left in March, I believe? So another 2-3 weeks, we're gonna add that compost to here, make it very thin, make a very thin layer of it. That way we'll place compost on top. And before we even add the compost, we'll let a few days go by where the compost layer just sits uncovered, just so that it could break down even more, and we give it more time to rest before we place compost on top. We just don't want any anaerobic activity to happen, so we're just taking every layer at a time and taking our time and being patient. When we put the twigs in, that was almost, what, it's going on 2 weeks now since we placed the twigs and logs and branches in here. We gave that time to